Welcome to 4Geeks Media. I'm Amanda Conkin, and we're here at Fan Expo Vancouver. Geeks from all across the Lower Mainland have flocked to the Vancouver Convention Centre for these 2 days of a geek extravaganza. So we're going to check out some panels, see a few celebrities, maybe get some autographs, really just have a really great time here.
This is actually my first time cosplaying. She talked me into it, so I decided, you know, what the heck.
I'm cosplaying Black Canary because I love her.
And I heard that this was going to be happening. I decided that, well, I told my husband, who is Vork, who's, again, buying the t-shirts, that we needed to go, and we surprised the boys with it. We actually all watched the Guild together, all 5 seasons. And at the end, when they all went to the Comic-Con, we said, guys, we're going to go to the same thing. And of course they freaked out. And from that moment on, we've been making our costumes. Took about 10 weeks of intensive costume making. But this is the first one that we've ever been to for all of us. You guys having fun?
Yep.
My costume is actually homemade. If you add up all the time, it took almost a solid week.
Most of it I did build myself. The latex skin I did. All the painting, the trimming, the armor is all mine. The only thing I didn't build was the raw molds of the gloves and the mask, but I did modify them, do the dreads, and do all the airbrushing.
One of the coolest things here would have to be nostalgia for the retro Batman and Robin series. Not only do we have the original Batmobile from the 60s series, we also have Adam West and Burt Ward, the 2 actors from that series, here together at a Q&A. So let's check that out.
The characters must remain irrepressible, because if they don't, you folks ain't going to be interested.
I'm lucky enough to be the event coordinator for Fan Expo Vancouver. We're here this weekend to celebrate all things pop culture. So if you're into comic books, science fiction, anime, video games are a big part of this show, come on down and check it out.
So many things here at Vancouver Fan Expo. We've got vendors, panels, celebrities, autograph signings, and some world premiere sneak peeks of new Canadian series. I'm really excited for that. It looks really cool. Time travel, like I say, one of my favorite things. So from the year 277, a group of people come back into the year 2012. Sort of a procedural mixed with sci-fi. I'm really interested to see where it goes. 10 episodes, again, airing on Showcase on May 27th. So right now, the next panel that we're going to go see is Primeval New World. So it's a special presentation and preview of the show.
And hey guys, we're going to open up the floor in just a few minutes. Questions for the cast and creators of Primeval New World.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty interesting series. Favorite thing about it, though, is it's taking place in Vancouver. Now, I don't just mean it's being filmed in Vancouver, it's actually taking place in the city using real landmarks, real streets. It's just a very cool trend that we're starting to see here at the Vancouver Fan Expo. So we're going to talk a little bit about what exactly is going on in the Vancouver arts and culture scene and how to help the city thrive and get showcased a little bit more, because to me that's pretty cool.
If you're not getting an opportunity to showcase yourself in a way that you want, the only thing holding you back is yourself, because you can't just put pen to paper, so to speak, and make it happen. So yeah, that's a huge influence. for us in deciding to create our own work.
I'm here with Joanna Gaskill, the creator of Standard Action, a Vancouver-produced and shot web series.
Well, our first season, we basically made it just for ourselves. I mean, we started out that way anyway, and we were very excited just to be able to go out and do something. And then we started to realize that we actually had a fan base, and there were actually people who loved what we were doing and were laughing with us, and it was totally amazing. We did a crowdsourcing fundraiser for our second season. We asked for $10,000 and the fans gave us 13. It blew my mind. And so really what we want to do is be able to keep making the show. We would love to be able to have it be self-sustaining. If we can make it so that, you know, we don't have to spend all of our own money to make it happen and keep doing it and keep making it great, then I would be the happiest person in the world. One of the big things about actually the film industry in general, and Vancouver specifically, is the fact that a lot of women, a lot of female actors are very frustrated because a lot of the roles that are available to us aren't as interesting as a lot of the roles that are available for men. So a lot of us go out and try and make our own stuff. So I'm the writer for Standard Action, decided to write female characters that were strong and a balanced cast for men and women. We have people from all over the industry. Everybody has many, many roles. So whether they're coming in with, say, costume design experience, like we have Vanessa's here with me today. She has costume design experience, but she's also taken on an acting role. She's also taken on a marketing role, producer role. Everybody is doing multiple things. And that way, not only do we all get to work together to make this project our own, but we also develop experience for ourselves in different areas of the industry that we wouldn't be able to do if we were doing it just professionally.
There could be things that help people. I know that a lot of the web series filmmakers that we're talking to, we all want to sort of try to form a community. So there might be something that's a little bit behind the scenes of, like, we might be forming a meetup group, or I think anything that would help us allow us to meet other filmmakers who are actually active and on our scale.
It is hard. Gear is becoming incredibly cheap now, which is great. Independent filmmakers have access to HD cameras that 5 years ago, nobody would have dreamed that you could create that kind of quality off a $700 camera. So there's a lot of resources right now in Vancouver for the independent industry. As long as you can accept the fact that you're going to have to work really, really, really hard all the time, you can still have fun with it.
Jeff and Devin from Villians, the Vancouver Island, I believe you're from.
Yes, Victoria, right out of Victoria.
All right, and the indie beat here in the Lower Mainland is people that are sort of jack of all trades doing a whole bunch of different things. Yeah. So are you feeling that sort of a similar consensus in the world that you work in as well?
Oh yeah, big time. I mean, the whole web world right now, especially because web series are on the rise, bigger companies are starting to move to things like Tom Hanks making his web series, you know, all these bigger names. We're becoming more and more large, but at the same time they're keeping that community feel, which we feel is amazing, because it allows independent artists to help each other out. And that community feel and that indie crowd, really, you can feel the passion, and I think that's what shows through in web series, and what's coming down the pipeline for independents is the passion. Something I think Hollywood is now missing, you know. And so
it's an industry that relies entirely on creativity, and the drive gets people attached to what they're working on. And you know, when there's not a whole bunch of money saying, you know, oh, work really hard, we're going to pay you. Well, everyone's donating their time, donating their money, their effort, their expertise to create something that we haven't really had before, and it's
something we can all be proud of, you know.
So I'm here with Georgie De Boras, one of the stars of Hitman 101.
It's created and written and directed by Scott Staven. It's a one-season series with 12 episodes, and at the very end you get the resolution and you find out why I've been doing all the stuff that I've been doing, and it's comical at times, heartfelt at other times, and pretty serious at other times. So it's got a little bit of everything. I'm a big fan of filmmaking. I love what I do. So whenever I get a chance to study every aspect of telling a story, I jump on that. So if I'm called to hold a light while Scott is shooting another scene, I'm running behind with the light to make the other actor look good, I will do that. If I can help holding a boom, I will do that as well. So a little bit of everything is what we have to do in order to showcase our work.
Wrapping up an exhausting 2 days here at the Vancouver Fan Expo. So exciting to see so many people, the longest and biggest convention I've ever been to. Favorite part for me has got to be the Vancouver focus of it, getting the Lower Mainland to really shine. We've got Continuum and Primeval New World, 2 shows that are premiering on large Canadian networks. And then the community of local artists and designers and filmmakers, Hitman 101, for Villians, Standard Action, people making art just because they want to and they love what they do. It's so great to see this community thrive. I really want more events here in Vancouver like Fan Expo, and we're really looking forward to seeing you all again next year at this event. From 4 Geeks Media, I'm Amanda Conkin. We'll see you next time. We get some special effects makeup done right now. We get a wound. Awesome.